Yo, what is up, Donkey Kong and Monkey Spawns? Today we're going to take a look at Gamer Edition Megatron. Hey, that kind of rhymed. And this upgrade kit from a company called BDT. That's how I pronounce BDT. And it's BDT sets. That's so stupid. BDT sets A, B, and C. And you can see these are kind of like these blasters. And this looks like it's some type of backfiller. But yeah, we're going to take a look at everything today. And I've got mine from TF Safari. And I'll put the purchase link in the description in case you want to pick yours up after this review. Oh, and if you want to save yourself a little bit of cash, use this discount code, promo code right here. Okay. So anyway, I know some people poo-poo on Gamer Edition Megatron. They don't like him, but I think he's great, dude. He's actually my favorite character from the Gamer Edition line. Prime is probably my second, and Barricade and Bumblebee I don't really care about. But I think Megatron is great. But it's unfortunate that there's a lot of misses with this particular set, and we talked about them. One second. Dude, I had to savagely burp right now. I have not, this is not sponsored, but I have not had a Coca-Cola, a normal one for, I don't even know when's the last time, and I'm drinking one right now. It's making me super gassy, and I'm not really sure what compelled me to drink the Coke. Probably shouldn't be drinking that. But you know, there's a lot of misses with this kit. So first of all, this thing, Wienerific, don't really like it. Way too small. But look what they do, dude. Yo, this is like one of those ads on those, yeah, one of those ads, you know what I'm talking about. But dude, look at this thing, dude. Look at this thing, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I'll say that I don't like about this so far is when I look through here, you can see that it's just super duper hollow. And it looks like the front of the Millennium Falcon or something. The back has this detail. You see that? I wish they had done something similar to that right up in the front, because it's right now it's just like you can just like, and it's just way too hollow. But still, it's pretty good. I was about to say, it's pretty nice. It's pretty good and nice. I assembled the kit really quick to see how things kind of fit with one another. And I will say, it does look like it's some type of like white-ish plastic with this gunmetal painted on top, or I don't know, because when I started attaching them and like the fit is really, really, really tight. It's the paint started kind of like rubbing off, and you can see it's kind of like white there, but the gunmetal is done very, very well. It's very, very beautiful. And so first let's look at this one. There's these kind of like faux hinges that when I saw this, I actually thought that this like moved and stuff, but no, it's just one entire bit. But this is done really well. I don't know the Gamer Megatron character enough. Like, I don't remember the games, whether this is something that they had in the game, if this was like an alternate fire or something like that. But what it does is it actually connects with this. And so this is one mode. This is the first one that you'll get over here. And you can then, of course, attach that into his arm. It's a really, really tight fit, and you can see by that paint chipping. But yeah, so that gives him incredibly good presence, and he is much more popular. He's much more popular after that. There's going to be a ton of these types of jokes in this video, but I'll keep it safe. I'll keep it safe. That looks pretty good, dude. I think proportion-wise, that's something that I would kind of expect. I mean, I would say that just going back to the regular one, as a fusion cannon, like if you compare the proportions to G1 Megatron, yeah, I would say that looks about right. Maybe it's even still too small, but with this additional bit, nah, it looks pretty nice, man. It looks pretty nice, and it's that extra oomph. And again, I'm not sure if this is something that's appropriate for the alt mode, and that's why it has this excuse me for the squeak. That's why it has this very, very specific design, but it fits well. The color's nice. The clearance for the pew-pew, everything is perfect. And so it's a really, really well-designed piece. Let's take a look at the bit kind of in detail one more time. Sorry, Megs. You can see all that gorgeous detail, and you can see all that gunmetal, but like I mentioned, it seems to be some clear or white plastic, or not even plastic, whatever this 3D printed material is underneath. Oops, excuse me. I hope that wasn't too loud for y'all. And there are some, it's not grainy per se, but you can still see that it's a 3D printed thing. But it's still a very, very high quality 3D print. If I were to be able to print something like this at home, I would be very, very proud of it. And so I'm not poo-pooing on it at all. And yeah, like I said, this fits just really, really well. There was actually a tiny piece of flash in here, but I was able to like knock it out. Like I think I kept it. I don't know why. You can see it here. I kept it like a little bug. It was a tiny bit of flash, but very thin, and I just needed to kind of move that, and everything fit perfectly in place. Now, the main thing, this thing over here, dude, spin the fusion cannon over here, right? This is clearly supposed to be this, and like, do I need to even get like a tape measure? This is like maybe 1, 2, 3 inches, and this is probably like 5. And we don't even need to look at the girth. Like, dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. And let's see how it looks on Megatron. I'm actually a little apprehensive. Yo, that is quite the sledgehammer, dude. That is huge. But at the same time, it's not super hateful, dude, considering this is Megatron. That's kind of crazy, but it does look a little big. Like, he's like, yo, man, are you overcompensating for something? Like, you all right, Megs? You all right, Megs? But it looks cool, though. It really has presence, but, dude, it is ginormous, dude. I think something perhaps that could have been the halfway point, and maybe it's this thing, because this thing looks to be, nah, this is pretty long, just like that, too. But I don't know. The design is cool. The design is cool, but it might be a tad too big. But just a little. Not hateful, though. Not hateful. And we'll take a look at this one more time. And again, just great detail. A little bit of grainy grittiness. You can see like the diagonal lines and some speckling and stuff. Paint is done well. Design is done well. These holes are really tight. Like, this is supposed to be 5 milli compat, but I'm having to work for that. And when I do, I can't tell if I'm damaging this plastic or if I'm shaving some of the paint off in there. And then, yeah, like I said, it is 5 milli, but you might want to file it down or something like that. And this over here too, this is 5 milli, but you can see that some of the paint has worn off because this is where I attached this. And that's how the instructions show it. The instructions. And then they have this plugging in here. And like, oh my gosh, dude. Well, I'm glad he holds his weight up. And I'm glad, you know what? The fact that it's kind of like hollow and light makes it so that he's not like toppling over. Okay, but he might. But yeah, still, Megatron has good heel placement and heel support, so not too scared about that. But dude, look at this thing, dude. Good lord, it's like half the size of the robot. Yeah, look at that. How imposing is that? Groovy, dude. Super duper groovy, Scooby Dooby. Oh, and before we forget, let me take this whole bit off. I hope I'm not enlarging the hex port over here. It's a little loose, but maybe it's always been loose. I don't know. We'll see. And this is for the back. And I believe I've seen some pictures that indicate that the back is supposed to look like that this just goes on like that. Let me just double check. And it's not. No, it won't fit like that. So it looks like it's like this. And then, yeah, because that little lip, that little ledge on the bottom, it lines up there. But, dude, the fit is really... Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say the fit is too tight. It's not going in, but it's actually perfect. And once I lined it up, and I guess, do these independently move? They do. So these are thrustery thrusters, but this looks kind of weird in that they're facing, like they should be facing outward, right? Like the exhaust shouldn't be facing towards one another at this particular angle, but whatever, dude. But I guess that's what it's supposed to look like. The silver doesn't match up with Megatron, but I mean, that's okay. It looks pretty cohesive. Oh, you know what? The silver does a decent job of matching this, so not perfect, but you can see it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Honestly, I never really had a problem with the back part, but this does kind of fill it out. And this kind of looks like a mean elongated Decepticon symbol or something like that, right? You can kind of see like the eyes and the... Dude, 1 second again. I got to burp savagely. Dude, that was at least like a 6-second burp, dude. Woo, woo, from the bellows of the beast. But yeah, so let me take this off. Let's take a look at it. Really cool detail, even on the inside. They have all this like ornate, I don't know if those are supposed to be wires or pipes or something, but it's done well. 3D printed, obviously, and like I said, this kind of looks like an elongated Decepticon symbol. A lot of great detail on these pipes. They move independently of one another, and they're probably 5 milli too. That's cool. And, you know, even if you don't buy it for a Megatron, there's kind of some fun things that you can do with this, considering they're 5s. It looks like this is, yeah, this just comes off. I wonder if this is on a 5 as well. That is on a 5, so everything is on a 5. I would love if that was the standard for all Transformers. Like anything that's used to connect to anything is a 5mm port. Like ball pegs, ball sockets, or anything, just so that it leaves the table open for customs and transformations and stuff like that. And also the instructions, well, it didn't come with instructions, but there are instructions on the TF Safari site. It says that all of this can stay on him as he transforms. Is that a trip or what, dude? So, yeah, let me transform this guy. I won't do it on camera. And I'll be back in 1 second. Gretchen, 1 second. Okay, and we're back. Thank you so much for waiting patiently. Yo, this is wild, dude. Look how big the turret is, dude. I think this is a little overkill, right? This is nuts, dude. This is crazy. By the way, I found out what this design is for. This design harkens back to the original War for Cybertron Megatron toy. This is what his fusion cannon looked like, so I guess it's a nod to that. And but that's pretty cool. I have a little bit more respect for the kit. I mean, I already kind of like it as is, but even more so now. And I'll probably append the video with some notes to show what this is. But yeah, this is for this. Gosh, tongue's just failing me. I think this caffeine is putting me on overload, so I'm stumbling over my words. But yeah, it's from the original video game character, War for Cybertron. Also, another thing that they said on the website, the TF Safari site, and these are the instructions from BDT. They said you wouldn't be able to create the alt mode while incorporating this bit, but I don't know, man. It fits completely fine. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I was able to get in the alt mode, no problem, no stressing, no nothing. But they were like, yeah, you won't be able to do it, and so do this weird configuration that they show on the site, but didn't have to do that at all. But here we have him, and in looking at more of the pictures and also from the game, this isn't too obnoxious. Maybe it's about 20% too big, but still, having the giant turret, fusion cannon, whatever you want to call it. Gotta burp again, hold up. All right, man, no more Coke, no more Coke. But yeah, I gotta say, dude, it is delicious though, and it has a nice little bite to it. And I had some pizza again. I had pizza. I'm not supposed to, because it messes up my stomach. But I don't know, man. What am I supposed to do? Not eat pizza? Yeah, I'm not supposed to eat it. But this is what he looks like in tank mode. I like it. I'm trying to recall how much I paid for this. Let me see, actually. I paid... What did I pay for this? Okay, so the fusion cannon, this was 18 bucks. This was 14 bucks. And the back was also 15 bucks. It really depends what you want in your set. I think all of them are nice, but granted... Let's see, that's like 30, but 27, 14, 14, 15, 28 plus 18 is 36. So all of the add-on kits together is $36. Basically, that's another Megatron. Now, if you got the change and you want to upgrade your Megatron for that amount, I think it's a really, really nice set, actually. I think it's very, very nice. And if you like Megatron, that's your guy, and you want to hook him up so he's super duper popular mode, go for it. Go for it. Yeah. However, if you're on a budget and you just want like one of these, just either getting just one of these or even the back bit is It's all up to you, or don't get anything at all. But if you're looking for a recommendation, it's nice. I'm not hating at all whatsoever. It's a little bit big, and I wish it was a tad smaller, but at the same time, again, not too hateful. And I'm assuming that this I could probably mount somewhere, anywhere on one of these many 5mm ports. And now it's a party, dude. It's a big nacho piñata fest going on over here. That's kind of cool, actually. Kind of reminds me of like those pyramid triangle tanks that you see from Metal Slug. But yeah. The back piece is okay, but if I had to get rid of one, I'd probably get rid of the back piece. Yeah, because now you can have him. Can he dual wield? Yeah, he can. He can. No. Maybe he can't. No, he can't. Well, I don't know. He probably could. You just need to have him hold it in the hand or something like that. But yeah, that has been the upgrade kit for Gamer Edition Megatron. You can get yours at TF Safari. And one more time, here's a discount link that you can use. And the purchase link, once more, is in the description. And yeah, I appreciate you watching. Hope this has been fun and informative, huh? All right, bye, friends.